I'm Peter Jones, your personal car geek, and today we're looking at the gearbox. It's also something called the transmission. It's the same thing. The gearbox or transmission is a very critical part of your car. It's quite complicated and costly. It sits between the engine and the wheels to let you control how fast the wheels are turning. There are two main types of gearboxes, manual and automatic. With a manual gearbox, you have to change gears yourself using a clutch pedal and a stick. These are not very common among newer cars sold in the United States, but in Europe, most cars have them. An automatic gearbox, however, handles all the gear changes for you, making the driving experience more straightforward. This makes driving much easier, especially for driving in a city where you have to start and stop for lights. Inside a gearbox, you'll find, you guessed it, lots of gears. By switching gears, literally you'll adjust the speed. Moving on to what a gearbox looks like on the outside, you should look for a compact metal box. For small cars, the gearbox will be around 20 by 15 by 15 inches. For a sedan or mid-size car, it will be slightly bigger, 25 by 20 by 20 inches. And on trucks and full-size SUVs, we're looking at around 30 by 25 by 25 inches. The gearbox is generally located near the car's engine, either under the hood or under the car, between the engine and the driving wheels. You can refer to your vehicle's manual to see exactly where to find it. As I mentioned, the gearbox is very expensive. A new gearbox might cost you between $4,000 and $7,000, depending on your car's make and model. If you're in need of a new gearbox, you can also turn to a scrapyard to save some money, as they last quite long. We'll get to that in a second. You might also need to factor in quite a lot of man-hours when you need a new gearbox installed. Expect $900 to $1,200 for that part. The good news, however, is that automatic gearboxes can serve you up to 100,000 miles. That's slightly shorter than manual gearboxes. They normally last over 120,000 miles. Regular checkups are important to make sure you take care of the gearbox. Make sure to service the gearbox for every 25,000 to 30,000 miles, or every second year at least. Around this time, the gearbox will need an oil change, and it's also important to have the mechanic go over the parts to make sure it's running like it should. But what happens if your gearbox breaks down? If you hear strange noises or have difficulty shifting gears, you might have problems with the gearbox. It's important to address these issues quickly. Take the car to a mechanic and have the gearbox checked. If you want to learn more about gearboxes, there's a link in the show notes to an article where I dive a bit deeper. There are also pictures to help you understand it all better, and there's a link to an overview of all the main parts of the car so you can learn about them too. Well, that sums up what you need to know about gearboxes. Until next time, take care and drive safely.